I might set up some kind of a tripod later and try to get some hyperlapse video, but I'm gonna do a before and after at this point. Gonna work my way into this mess right here. The biggest problem with this is it's an old junk pile. There's concrete, yay, let's burn concrete, and barbed wire. And right here in this little area was where the bobcat was hunting from. But since he went across the street for the last attack, obviously taking away this hiding spot from them is helping to keep the predators away from here. However, it's not doing anything for the other areas it can attack from. I took the weed eater, I mowed the field yesterday, weed eated around the pond, and this actually isn't our property, this is the property we maintain, but I weeded it in here behind this pile, and I'm wanting to just clear all this up as much as possible. Dog just came out of the pond all happy running around. But I'm wanting to knock all this down to help get rid of the hiding spaces. But my first spot is going to be this pile right here and working my way in from that. And hopefully we can knock down some of this predation. Alright, doing an update here. I've got everything cut down pretty good in the pile using the brush cutter and loppers and my little blue chainsaw. Then I got out the pole saw and limbed these trees up a little bit. I'm leaving this tree here. I've got it supported on this other tree for now. Yeah, I'm thinking it's a walnut and it's got babies on it, so I didn't want to cut it down, but I'm planning on taking out a bunch of these other little things here. And I've got this sweet gum has been growing sideways for a while. I've taken all the limbs off of it, but I have to get to this other side and take the top off of it. And I've got most of these vines cut at the base with the brush cutter. I just need to pull it all out, get it on the burn pile. But that's a lot more brush than it looks like. I've been throwing a lot of stuff on there. It's amazing how it compacts down. Yeah, definitely amazing how it compacts down once you get it all cut up and stacked on top of each other. Another quick update. Got a little bit windy. I'm not going to be able to burn today, I don't think. I'm just going to keep knocking stuff down and adding it to the pile. I got the rest of that stuff back here and all of this vine off the fence. So that's cleared up. Now I'm gonna tackle into here and help it to all meet up. Come back out over here. You can kind of see what I'm dealing with the barbed wire and the concrete. This pile kind of split that pile of mess, but I'm gonna have a burn pile here and then I'll have a burn pile there. But getting it all cleaned up around and behind it and everything, so once I can burn it, it ought to go up pretty good. There's a lot of dead stuff on the bottom that's been there for a while, even been burnt a couple of times before. Some of it's been burnt into, so if it doesn't burn this time, I don't know what to do with it. Well, this is as far as I'm getting today. I can't even tell you how many little winged elms I took out of over here, because I don't know, but it was probably close to 20. And it was easier to cut the little trees, and I didn't want them that thick anyhow. than it was to take all the vines down out of them, so that worked out well. I'm not sure about the walnut or hickory, whatever it is. I don't like that bending over there. I'm gonna have to do something to stand it up, but I know it doesn't look like a lot, but it was thick and it took me all day, minus a little lunch break. And the burn pile is going to be massive and hopefully not get messed up burning the trees up above. But that's basically one pile, and that's another pile. That one's not very big, and it's up on a ridge, so eventually I should be able to combine them. But this is eventually going to become my main burning area when I go to clear out over here behind the sheep. I want to finish clearing that out so we can have a view of the pond. And then as I continue further back into the back here, there's a bunch of dead tree limbs and stuff already down back here that we cut months ago. I just haven't had the opportunity to get to clearing more of this point. So I've got a bunch of tree limbs to take down and a few vines to pull, not as bad as in other spots, but eventually we're going to see all the way back to the back ridge like you can over here. So the bucket's on the back ridge back there, and eventually we'll be able to see it back there too. I think you can a little bit.